Hey everybody, and welcome to another day of the 13 Days of Halloween. And today we are reviewing the film Below. Now, this was a good film, and surprisingly, it hasn't received the most, praise. But think about this. I said Ghost Ship was good, and I even pointed out how it eventually, at one point, they can't get out of the haunted house. Well, in this one, it's not that they can't get out, it's just that, well, they really can't get out because if they do, they're dead. I mean, look at that. U571 meets Poltergeist. Also, haven't seen Darkness yet. Oh, there's a lot. So, where to begin? So, the film starts quite literally with Dimension Films, then the title that you just saw, and then we go to a rescue plane finding this group of survivors in a little raft. These three British survivors. A submarine is told about it, and they are sent to go save these people. Well, this submarine has just lost their captain, and they are superstitious. All sailors are superstitious, and at this time, having a woman on board, because they're from a hospital ship, is like super superstitious. Now, what made this film good is that you had very good acting. Captain Christopher Pike himself, Bruce Greenwood, I believe his name is, plays our primary character, this new captain of this submarine. You have all these other great characters, actors that are driving these performances. One of them, I can't remember his name right now, even played the Djinn in the two first Wishmaster movies. This gives you an idea of the pedigree for the horror actors that are involved here, which also makes this film really great. Now, this just keeps building and building. And what I love is that it starts out more like this almost comedy, kind of like the movie Operation Petticoat, where you have these nurses that get stuck on this World War II submarine, and they have to get out of the heavy part of the Pacific since it's being overrun with Japanese. In this case, I believe they're being set in German waters, but it gives you such a unique point. What I love about this film is that these actors clearly had fun doing it. They clearly added their own stuff. It's pretty clear that they really got to do a lot of stuff, but there was also this constant evolution of the characters. Each and every single character evolves and evolves and evolves and evolves. And we also see the tension. And eventually we realize something's not right on this sub. Not just the fact that there's a ghost, but that certain officers seem to have this secret they want to keep. What's going on? And not only do you have this scary stuff with a ghost going on, but you also have this mystery and so forth. And remember, the famous story of, why don't you just get out of the haunted house? This film throws a good monkey wrench into that plan, because throughout the film, the sub is being hunted by a minesweeper. A minesweeper, which is doing all kinds of stuff, which means that these poor people are being hunted by the enemy. And they're underwater. They're at least 20 to 30, 40 feet underwater. They can't get out. This is what makes it so serious. Now, in Ghost Ship, it was still a surface ship. It was an old cruise liner. You could have just jumped over the side. Sure, you're probably going to die, but you wouldn't be part of the ship. This case, you don't have a choice. You can't even get too far out. And the visual effects for this movie were actually very good. There are a few of them that are very beautiful, very well done. They capture the shipboard life of these sailors, these submariners, very well. This all builds into the character and the design and the functionality. And the set is just beautiful and incredible. I mean, I am still very much impressed by it. There's also the lingo that these guys use. And it just builds and it builds and it builds and it builds. And the sequences just get good. Plus, there are all of these little tiny moments where you're wondering what's going to happen. And You think you know what's going to happen, and then something else happens, or you think one thing's going to happen, and then the opposite happens. It could be paranormal, it could be suspense, it could be drama. The film runs all of this gambit. This is why I chose it. It's a hard film to sometimes find. I've only had the Blu-ray that I just found. I got lucky, and one DVD. And guess what? The Blu-ray doesn't even have a 5.1 soundtrack, but it still sounds and looks so damn good. And I must say, I am very happy to own this movie. I'm very happy to enjoy this movie. And oh my God, do I want to just do more. Now, like I said, the actors in this, they are top notch. Many of these people just feel completely different. They do so much of this film when they can in live camera with real people. And when they do have to switch over to CG, it's very difficult to tell. They did actually try to do as much as they could in camera. I'm actually very impressed. But that's also the beauty of some horror movies. They are trying to be as realistic, and it works so well. The film uses that very efficiently. Very efficiently, I might add. And I mean it too. They use it very efficiently. And because of that, it's never looked any better than this. And I have to say, this is the first time I've gotten to see the film in Blu-ray. I've had it for a little bit, but I haven't watched it until getting ready for these reviews. And wow, I mean, this is not an old film, by the way. It's not that very old. It's not even, I think, 10 years old yet. It might be. I don't know. But it's an incredibly... Oh, wait, it is. It's 2002. Oh, it's a little older, but it's still a very good movie. It looks good. It feels good. It doesn't feel like those cheap movies that they, would pump out sometimes. Everything had to look very real. And you see just everything, including the characters losing it. Left and right, just losing it. And the acting that's been done here is very top notch. I'm very impressed with that. And it just keeps building. And it just makes the film better. The characters all work. And I really can't single out one character just to give you an idea, but I do have to say that you will have to see this movie to make your own judgment. But I hope my recommendation, the fact that I do say it does go through so many nuances, it doesn't feel like they're all the same kind of characters. No. And the twist at the end, when you see what's going to happen, and it's literally the last couple of scenes, I don't want to spoil it because that would reveal a good chunk about what's going on, why there's a ghost, why some of the crew seems weird, and everything. It makes for a great point. But I'm going to give the film a solid 8 out of 10, a must-see. Remember, though, it is a rated R film. Luckily, there's nothing really too graphic or anything, so viewer discretion advised. Please like and subscribe, hit the bell, and all that good stuff. And I will see you guys later. And hopefully I'll have another film ready soon. Anyways, guys, see you later.